Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Owner's Box, the most popular podcast in horse racing, which I found out last week since we referred to Ruben Islas as the Mexican George Clooney. I'm Billy Koch, founder and managing partner of the Little Red Feather Racing Club.
How many
Joining me,
messages did you get about that?
Michelle Yu is. Where are you again? I'll tell you in a second. You're at the Great Wolf Lodge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a delay. So we're
Is
gonna have to be
there?
patient today. Yeah, because I'm talking and you're taking a second before you talk back. So we'll just have to know that the Great Wolf Lodge doesn't have great internet.
I could switch it to my phone, but I don't know how much better that'll be.
No, let's just leave it. We'll just
Okay.
let our guest Robert Bonney know that you have a slight delay. Decivio, how do you say the horse's name that won the Sycamore?
I think it's Destivio.
Decivio, we'll find out. We'll talk to Robert Bonney in a second. In the meantime, yes. So I talked to Ruben. Now we become fast friends.
Friends?
Yeah, because I'm trying to help him out with his Breeders' Cup experience. Goodbye, Michelle. Are you okay? Did something just happen?
I just needed more light. I was very blue.
Oh my God. I thought literally someone grabbed you. Michelle just
No one in
left
here.
the screen
I
for
kicked
people
all the
who are
kids out.
listening
I
and
told
not
Zoe
watching.
Zoe had to take care of the kids for a whole 45 minutes by herself right now.
Yeah. So anyway, I talked to Ruben. He goes, dude, people listen to your podcast. I'm like, no, they don't. He goes, you won't believe how many calls I got about the podcast. And I was like, okay, well, I guess people are listening. Some exciting news. We have spoken to what I call the team of geniuses, Gabby Gaudet, Mike Joyce, and Jay Privman, and everyone will be back for our annual, I think it's the third annual Breeders' Cup draft, which will be the show. We'll probably put it out, I think, a week from Wednesday. I think entries, we'll probably try to do it on not next Tuesday, but the
Entries are
following Tuesday.
Monday. This Monday, right? Or pre-entries?
Right. This Monday pre-entries, then
Mhm.
Monday or Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. We'll try to do it on Tuesday afternoon, so we'll post it on Wednesday, which will be our Breeders' Cup draft, which is always like the most fun show of the year. Do you like the idea that we're all live, or do you think that's going to be? How do you
I mean,
like?
how do we film it? That's the
Maybe
question.
we get like FanDuel to come in and like make a show of it.
Of our draft of like random people,
Yeah,
of Gabby
yeah.
that quit the company, of me that I'm working there.
Who cares? Like, should I
Uh,
ask them? Like, I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Well, let's see. We'll try to figure it out. We have a week and a half to figure that out. But anyway, kind of quiet week in racing, other than the grade one, the Keeneland race, the Queen Elizabeth. Wasn't that last weekend? Lush Lips, very
yeah,
impressive.
I didn't watch it honestly. So you
It was
can
really
tell.
impressive. She's turned into a really nice filly. She ran second in Delmar Oaks, came back, ran a big race for our good friends at Medallion Racing and Mark Stanton, and I think other people own that filly as well. I don't have it in front of me.
Would you have thought Nitrogen would have won that race if she had run in it?
She would have probably been the favorite, but I kind of consider her a dirt horse now, to be perfectly frank. And I thought Lush Lips ran really, really well. I've always liked that filly. I liked her in the Oaks. And she ran a big race, so that's good to get their grade one win. I saw she's entered in the sale, but I don't know if they're selling her or not. I don't know that.
Really great Keeneland for Brendan Walsh.
He had a really great Keeneland. Him and Spendthrift Farm, I think, kind of stole the show. Someone just texted me that they liked Ted Nafi in the juvenile, and I said,
How do you not? You and everybody else.
I said, but what odds do you think he's gonna? You think he's gonna be
Yeah.
3-5, 4-5? Can Baffert beat him,
mean,
Michelle? Can Baffert beat him?
look, Brandt is a freak. I will give him that.
Yeah.
But Ted Nafi looked unreal.
Yeah.
With like pulling away from that. Like
He's
he
such
looked
a cool
so good.
horse.
Yeah.
He's such a cool horse. Such a cool horse. Is there
I feel
anybody
like
else?
he's
Have you done any preliminary Breeders' Cup like looks and feels?
No.
I did Friday.
And
If you want to hold on, I gotta. There's a horse. Where did I write? I wrote it down somewhere. It's an Aidan O'Brien filly. She's gonna be the favorite, and gosh, where did I put her name? I can't. Oh, I have it right here. Her name is Precise.
Okay.
Remember I told you last year about Lake Victoria?
Yeah.
Precise.
Okay.
This filly is awesome, and I can pretty much guarantee you right now, if she comes, she'll win the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Filly Turf. So I can
All
tell you
right.
that right now. Yeah, Precise.
Our guest has joined us, Billy.
Great.
Are
Oh,
you ready
Robert.
to bring him in?
Robert, let's talk to him.
Drum
Let's talk to him.
roll. Here he comes.
I'm gonna even sit up for this. There he is.
Hey, how you all?
Hi, Robert. Is it Robert? Is it
Robert
Bob?
works.
Is it Rob?
Robert works.
What?
He said we're not friends yet, Billy. Don't be calling me Bob. It's Robert.
How did you stay Robert through all the years? Because let me preface this.
Yeah.
I'm Billy. I'm obviously William, but I never went to Bill or anything. It's Michelle just left again. I don't know where she went, but how did you keep Robert? Was it a family name?
Okay, my grandfather was Bob. I got a cousin Bobby. I got another cousin Robbie. I mean, like I was just, it was all that was left.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
And obviously, congratulations are in order. A big win in the Sycamore with Desivio. Are we saying that right?
Desvio, yeah.
Desvio. See?
Okay.
Desvio.
Yeah.
What does Desvio mean?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Really? You never like researched and found
I have, but brain, just
let me see.
Desvio. Well, listen, what we like to do on the Owner's Box, Robert Bonney, with all due respect, you're not one of the giant owners of our sport, but you're an owner and you just won a huge race at Keeneland. We want to find out more about you. Tell us a little bit about your background and how you ultimately got into horse ownership.
Yeah, so I was born in this game. So my dad was an amateur steeplechase jock and an attorney. He defended Dancer's Image in '68. So I grew up around racetracks. The reason you have split samples in racing today is because of my dad. So he was on Jockey Club. I've grown up around it. My mother was the top amateur hunter jumper rider for years. She helped run the Kentucky Horse Park, and then it even gets worse. My wife won Rolex top 3-day event rider, now trains steeplechase horses. So
wow,
I can't get away from this game.
Unbelievable. Do you ride?
Yeah.
Do you jump?
Do you get on your own horses?
Yeah, so I fox hunt on weekends, and I was riding ponies when I was 3 years old, 4 years old. So I come by it naturally.
Last time I came out to see Madison, we met someone at the bar, and I said I wanted to fox hunt, and they said, "Come on out," and they kitted me out and put me on a horse, and we went fox hunting.
Yeah,
no, you did not.
Yes, I did.
Wait. Hold on. I gotta get a timeout. Give me a 20-second timeout here. Can you explain the whole fox hunting thing?
You take crazy ass people and put them on horses with less brains than sense, and then you just aim them at anything and they jump it. It's the craziest thing I've ever done in my life.
I want Robert to explain it, not you.
That's probably a pretty good. That's probably a pretty good explanation. Yeah, no, I mean it's we hunt for sport in the U.S. So we're organized around here. Right next door to me is the Piedmont Foxhounds, a pack of foxhounds, that probably 70 or 80 hounds over there. We take them out 3 days a week during the season, and it's a bunch of folks that pool their money together, and we ride across different farm land and
what are we hunting?
We're chasing foxes. We put them to ground. We try not to kill them. We put them in the ground. We go find another one.
Okay, wait a second. Stop.
Okay, hold on. So to describe a little bit more too.
What's that? It's an excuse.
You have to tell
fast.
people we're going to jump through your farm, right? So people have agreed to let you come on their property with 20, 30, 40 horses, and they jump literally bushes, ditches, solid barbed wire fences, the doors that you open for the paddocks, just open over everything.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
And how many foxes? How do you know where the foxes live?
Well, we'll take hounds into what we call a cover and just put the hounds in it. But one of the nice things about the countryside around here is the fox hunters have grouped together to put a lot of land in conservation easement around here. So we have a lot of habitat. We have a lot of foxes, and we go out on weekends and chase them around and have a little fun. And
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm like
Ex-
obsessed right now. I'm
Okay.
obsessed with this right now. I have
You
so
do
many
it, like,
questions.
first
Wait,
of all,
Michelle.
everyone boozes too. They carry flasks. So before you jump the 6-foot brick wall, they're like, have a shot of a flask. Don't know what's in it, but just drink it. And
But
your coat color matters depending on like who you are. It's like ranking by coat color. And then they have like first flight, and then they have like the babies. Like, so you can gauge where you should be in the fox hunting regime.
yeah.
What color coat do you have, Robert?
Well, no, I mean, we don't take
We don't
that
do that.
stuff very seriously. Some hunts do, we don't. But we do. We have a couple of fields that folks want to take. We get people want to take a young horse out, don't want to jump him yet. There are a few of us that are, on former steeplechase horses on the front end and
Right.
having fun doing that. But it's fun, and we get a lot of kids. We get,
Kids.
yeah.
And
Billy,
is everyone wearing helmets?
I gotta
and
send
stuff?
you some videos of these kids on their ponies jumping like things that are taller than the ponies.
Everybody's
Wait
got a
second,
helmet
wait a
on.
second, wait a second. So like
Yeah.
what happens? So I'm out there. Could I do it? Like I mean, I can ride, but I've never ridden one of these type of horses. So you're
Yeah, I
saying
mean-
that like I'm all of a sudden I'm riding, I'm boozing, so I'm a little buzzed, and like someone in front of me says, like, we've got one, or how does it or like the dogs just go crazy and then my horse knows to go follow it? Like what?
It's a little bit like, well, so we have huntsmen, and we have what are called whips, and they sort of manage the hounds, and they take the hounds out, and then you have a field, and the field stays behind the hunt. You try and stay in a place where you can watch the hounds and kind of enjoy the spectacle.
This is
And
amazing.
then when we take off after a fox, we all follow. And if you come to a stone wall, you jump a stone wall, and if you go, you can go through a gate or whatever. And
Oh my
foxes will
goodness.
generally, they'll run in a really big circle, so you'll generally, you won't leave the country. And
And
yeah.
again, I want you said something. You said we don't kill the foxes. We just ground them.
Try
you
not to.
trap them, and then you just let them go, and you do it
Yeah,
all over again.
they get to their hole, they win, we go find another one.
Do the foxes get tired?
They can, but I tell you what, you get these foxes that have been run once or twice. They know exactly what they're doing, and
They do.
and they will find their way home.
And are any of the dogs your pets, like in your house right now? Like, do you have like 4 of them that are like your buds, or
No, we have had a couple of retired foxhounds as pets, or they're not great pets because they don't have an off switch. If you take them for a walk, you're hunting.
wow?
So, but yeah, we've had a couple of foxhounds.
And these are, forgive me, I'm so naive to this. They're bloodhounds. Like what
No,
kind of
they're-
dogs?
No, they're
they're actually-
billies, foxhounds.
Yeah, there's a breed in America. We breed mostly American foxhounds, but they're different. There's a hound called the Penn Marydale, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, and named after that part of the country. And so there's just like in horse breeding, there's a bunch of folks that spend a lot of time thinking about hound breeding. I'm not one of those people, but they're there.
Michelle, all I can think about.
They literally have a hunting dog breed called a billy.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, all I can think about right now is if my bulldogs were out there and what would happen.
They would not be able to keep up for sure.
No.
Everyone's
They would
running.
get really tired
No,
really fast.
Robert,
All right,
wait. One more. I got one more steeplechase question.
yeah, go.
Your steeplechase horse, your hunt horse, is it a
Yeah.
steeplechase horse that you campaigned?
Yeah, well, I'm riding a former Jonathan Shepherd. Jonathan Shepherd bred the horse. And if you remember, he had a really good steeplechase horse named Divine Fortune. It was in that
Yes.
family. My wife bought the horse. He couldn't get the trip, so he's now my fox hunter.
Oh,
Wow.
And I had a horse named Blazing Colors that ran probably 60 times on the
Yeah.
flat, won a stake at Colonial, and it's fun to give him a second career.
How do you?
were
Oh, go ahead,
you
Michelle.
were you originally starting from that aspect because you grew up in the game, or did you already have flat horses? Did your family have flat horses? How do we get to like the flat and steeplechase division coming together?
Yeah, so my dad my dad would get all the steeplechase horses. Most of them are former flat horses. We're always, I've got my Sean Clancy hat on. Sean Clancy's a good bloodstock agent on both the flat and over jumps, and we're always looking for flat horses that maybe can't quite get make a go in the flat. And so, I grew up around thoroughbred racehorses. My dad would get flat horses off the track and run them over jumps. And then, we always had a brood mare or two with my mother, and my mother and I owned Desvio together, and we've got some other racehorses. So we have a couple of brood mares, and we'll go to the sale and buy one or two. And then my wife, she's got a bunch of steeplechase horses, and we did the Keeneland Virginia Fall Races double last weekend. So I don't know that many have done that, but we won the maiden hurdle here in Middleburg on
Nice.
Yeah, with a horse you all actually heard of. You remember Risk Taking that ran in the Preakness for Clairvitch?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We've got him now, and he's pretty good jump horse. So
Okay, I gotta stop. Tell us how a flat horse becomes a steeplechase horse. Like, they must have
Sean
to
Clancy
learn.
calls you and buys him, and then he just takes it out and puts it on the track.
No, but I want to know, like, actually, like, how they're trained. Do they just like automatically know that now I have to jump? They have to learn that. That's a learned skill, right?
absolutely. So we'll get them off the flat track, maybe, depending on what, let them off a little bit, and then we're buying horses that are typically long on the turf, right? So we're looking for horses that can get 2+ miles, and if they can get a mile and an eighth on the grass, normally they'll go on. And then we teach them how to jump, and we start them on little logs. And my wife has gotten horses in sort of 8 weeks to the from flat track to jumps, but that's really fast, and that's rare. Mostly it's months.
Wow. Hey, Michelle, do you think Gold Phoenix would be good at that?
Yes.
Let me tell you, the
Especially
steeplechase
because he's
world would
super
drool
handy.
over that horse.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, but he's 7 now. Like, do steeplechase go older
Yeah.
horses?
Yes.
Yeah, Snap Decision's the best hurdle horse in the country right now. He's 11. He's
11,
a hard spun. Phipps blood.
That might be insane. Let me ask you another question, because now I'm thinking about stuff like, obviously, Michelle and I and most of the people in our world, and you included, I'm sure, Robert, the care and the safety of these horses. Is there more trauma to the horse, like when they land, when they jump over these things, rather than just running flat? I know that's kind of a silly question.
No, it's not. So, you put a horse over 2 miles and you put a bunch of obstacles in the way, and it can be, we tend to race our horses less. So we will, we'll, 6 starts a year for a steeplechase horse. The races tend to be, we spread them a little bit. Some will go 7 or 8 races. So a little bit, we start them a little bit less, and, we'll get, tendons and suspensory, just like on the flat track. But a lot of times we'll bring them back after those as well. So,
right. Cause they don't have to run that fast, right? Like in between. So
that's right.
That's interesting. Tell us about, how am I saying his name again? Desvio.
Yeah. Which, by the way, it means detour in Portuguese or Spanish.
There you go.
And does that have to do with how you came to have him?
That's what I was going to ask.
Natto gave me like a little insight to that.
Yeah. So, Madison, longtime friend, her husband rode jump races for my wife. Lived on the other end of our farm here for a little while, and then we had some 2-year-olds with them, and now she's training some horses for us. Obviously, Desvio, we've got a couple others there as well, and she came to us, had a really good owner that just needed to sell, and she said, we think this horse might be nice, and the horse was already named, so I take no credit for Desvio, but we took a look, and it's a nice horse. And honestly, when we're always looking for turf horses on the flat, because if they can't work on the flat, we'll try them over jumps. I don't think this one's gonna head to the jumps anytime soon.
No. What's
He's
the
a
plan?
Yoshida,
Like,
right?
What's that, Michelle?
He's a Yoshida.
Yeah, he's a Yoshida out of a Uncle Mo mare. So.
Oh, that's right, Uncle Mo.
Yeah.
Are you considering? Was that? Pardon me again. The Sycamore's not a win and you're in or anything. Like, would he run in the Breeders' Cup turf?
No, and he is you know he hasn't faced the company that I don't think any of us would feel comfortable put him in those
Yeah.
deep waters. I mean, um, Your Horse, Rebels Romance, Goliath, go down the. I'm not sure we want to put this horse in front of
Ombudsman,
those.
whatever that horse is. I just watched. I did some Breeders' Cup homework last night. Michelle and I were just talking about it, and you look at these Europeans, and you're like, "Whoa,
Yeah, yeah.
oh my god!"
Well, that's what I told Maddo. Because I was like, "You're gonna run the Breeders' Cup against Rebels Romance?"
I mean, I don't even want to run against Rebels Romance.
No,
know,
he's a freak.
He's
Oh my
crazy.
goodness.
I
Well,
mean-
Robert, this is so fascinating. Like, and so you said you have 2-year-olds. Are you talking about 2-year-old flat horses or 2-year-old
Yep.
steeplechase horses?
Yeah, no, and I mean, people don't breed. In Europe they'll breed for the steeplechase. We don't have a big enough steeplechase industry here to really do it. So, my mom and I bought a couple of fillies, and during COVID at Keeneland, we got both of them tourist fillies. Both of them did pretty well. One was a stakes winner over hurdles, and the other one probably $190,000. We both got them. They're in full to hard spun, so we'll try and do the flat, the flat track. My mom's got a broodmare that she ran, and then we had a Kitten's Joy broodmare as well. So, we're not playing the really big game here, but we're having some fun and trying to breed a couple of homebreds. And then we've gone to the sale this year. We picked up a Cairo Prince and picked up a Caravaggio last year.
A lot of turf influence.
Oh,
Is hard spun
love a
turf
Caravaggio.
influence? Because you've mentioned him several times.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
he's by Danzig, and he was a synthetic horse. So Hard Spun is a really good all-around kind of guy.
I
And
have
he
a
is-
really. I
If there's
have
a
hard spun.
if there's a preferred steeplechase stallion right now, it's hard spun.
That's
And it's
Yeah.
amazing. You can get a 2-mile steeplechase horse. You can get Aloha West, who's a champion sprinter on the dirt. So
That's crazy. I know a lot of people
Do
think, oh, the Hard Spuns don't go more than a mile. I'm like, I don't know.
do the I want to go back to this because my mind is crazy right now. Like, do the steeplechase horses, for some reason in my head, I think they have to be like bigger or they have to be longer. Is there a certain type of horse that, from a physical standpoint, that makes a good steeplechase horse?
yeah, no, I'm not necessarily. I mean, some of them
Okay.
you can have a big horse. There was a horse several years ago, Goodnight Shirt, that was a
Oh,
champion
yes.
steeplechase, and he was 17 hands. But hard spun's probably 16-1 standing on a rock,
Mhm.
and there's some good horses that that are relatively small. So they've got to be good athletes, and they've got to be able to get the trip.
Billy, don't you remember when Eclipse took a ban from
Yes.
the flat, and I think he won a grade 1 over jumps, but
Yeah.
he is not super big.
Yeah, he's a really nice horse. My mom and I had a little English Channel named Quid that we ran against a Bon and up in New York in an allowance race. And when I saw a Bon, I was like, that horse should go over. That horse should go over the sticks.
I have my LRF Cares hat on. Does the steeplechase world have a lot of retirement and aftercare, same kind of thing as
Yeah, I mean, one of the nice things about steeplechase is we teach them how to jump. We had a Nice Giants Causeway Paul Pompa bred that is now we won up in Saratoga with him over hurdles. He's now a really good show horse. We've got, I mentioned Fox Hunters, 3-day event horses. So we try and, we try and find other homes for them after they're done chasing. And sometimes they can go for quite a while. And then we've also got a few horses turned out in the paddock over here that, either had an injury or something that they're not going to be able to make it. And so, yeah, the aftercare stuff matters a lot.
How many acres is your farm?
About 295.
Oh, is there enough room for Billy and I?
Come on. Come on. We got, I mentioned the English Channel. He's a fox hunter. And we've got, my wife's got a nice Temple City that won a grade 2 stake as a 2-year-old. Wasn't going to make a steeplechase horse. He's a fox hunter. So,
wow.
I miss fox hunting. I want to go so bad now.
Come
This
on.
makes me really want
I
to
have, it's crazy. I have no interest. I think I would be the idiot that falls off the horse.
go. Billy has too much self perseverance.
Dislocates my shoulder. Be horrible.
Robert, I want to go back to just kind of the whole year you've had with Decivio. Can you just go back to last year? Because last year when we were in the winter circle at Pimlico is when we first came across each other, and he's just done nothing but run good races for you guys.
Yeah, and we got him. We actually first time out went over the turf, and then that was probably November of in his 2-year-old year, and then put him on the dirt. He broke his maiden on the dirt and won by 9 lengths. And I think we were all thinking, there might be a dirt horse. Tried him a couple of allowance races. Then we ended up at Pimlico at 38-1.
Yeah, I remember that.
Graham Motion had a horse in there, and I thought, we're going to be second. A nice little bet across the board. And, after you're kicking yourself, maybe should have put a little more at the betting window. But he ran really well there on soft turf. He likes, he's good with a cut in the ground. He's won on firm ground. And then we went on to the Kent and won the Kent at Delaware Park and tried him in the Virginia Derby, was third, got beat by Deterministic. That's a pretty nice horse.
He's okay.
We were in, and Steve Dunker, my family had horses with Steve Dunker, who owns a piece of Deterministic. And we, we had some horses with a partnership with him years ago in Kentucky. And then we tried him in a couple times in New York. And then when we brought him back this year, he ran really well in the beginning of the year. A couple of, sort of races in the summer that Madison and I both sort of put a line through. And then when we stretched him to 1.5 miles at the Colonial Cup, on hard ground in a small field in slow fractions, he was closing.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to take a swing at Keeneland, and we all have a Kentucky connection. So we figured if we're going to take a swing, let's go there. And sometimes you take a swing and hit the ball.
What kind of rooter are you down the lane? Are you a finger snapper? Are you a program slapper? You seem very calm. Like I
like this kind of guy. He watches the race like this.
Yeah, like
no, I'm shouting, "Come on, big man!" as as Johnny pulls him out at the 8th pole, and I saw somebody in the paddock before the race, and they asked what I thought the chances were, and I said, well, if he's got a chance, you're going to see it in about the last 20 yards of the stretch. And
Natalie said she blacked out. She said, I just looked over and I said, did we win? Did he win? Where did he run?
That's amazing. But isn't it fun? Like a lot of people, it's funny. I know a lot of people from our partnership and obviously over the years handicapping, like they love closers. And when I was a kid, I'll throw out some names. I mean, my 2 favorite horses were Vigors and La Zanzara.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like a horse that just has that amazing stretch run, right?
Yep. And and Desvio's a bit of a grinder. I mean, if you watch the replay of the race, Johnny starts working on him at the 5/8 pole.
Wow.
He's not like Rebels Romance. You watch that horse and he can quicken like that, and that's not Desvio. He takes a little while to get going. He's a big horse, but he's coming late, and the question is whether we'll catch him or not.
That's so cool.
Now, is he a gelding or is he a colt?
Yep. Gelding.
Good. So we're going to see more of him. What's his next spot?
Well, we don't know yet. And there's the Red Smith up in New York. That's a little quick. And we could think about going out west at the end of November, but we'll see. I mean, he's had a good year, and we'll start planning out next year as well. And he's sound, and he's came back and kicking the stall door down. So we'll see.
What about Hong Kong?
No, wait. Hold on. I have been asking Madison to bring her kids to Disneyland for the last 3 years. So I'm going to push for Hollywood Turf Cup.
Right.
That way Madison has to come and I can take her kids to damn Disneyland.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's always about you, Michelle, isn't it? We have this great
How can I combine friendship and horse racing? That is
this guy seems like the nicest guy ever. And
maybe Robert wants to come to Disneyland with us.
Yeah, no, maybe.
Have you been out to Southern California? Are you a SoCal guy? You coming to Breeders' Cup?
I've never been to Del Mar. I'm actually doing a little work out in Berkeley right now. I've got a little sort of a visiting position at the University of California, so I get out to Northern California. Got a good friend, Oscar Gonzalez, who's on the racing commission out there. So
yep.
I could look for an excuse.
I think you should come to Breeders' Cup. Michelle and I will take good care of you.
Then
I'm
you
not
have to
bringing
come
a.
twice in
We're not
1
bringing
month.
a horse.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Just come out and enjoy it, man. This has been great, Robert. We really appreciate you spending the time with us today.
Yeah.
I know I just texted Michelle. I said I could ask this guy 1,000 more questions, but we've taken up enough of your time, so we appreciate it. Continued success with I can't say his name.
Desvio.
Desvio. Just forget
You
about
need
the
to work on
middle
your
E.
Portuguese.
Yeah, Desvio. Good luck, man. Great talking to you. And
Thanks for having
if
me.
Michelle comes to
on.
Fox Hunt, I will come too.
Come on.
All right. Bring it on. Thanks, Robert.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Say hi to
Robert.
Madison for us.
See ya.
All right. That was Robert Bonney.
Oh,
What a fun guest.
great.
I mean,
I love
yeah.
him.
why are we still small on the screen? There we go. That was
Fix
great.
it.
That was awesome.
was so
I
great.
literally, my mind was just racing because we had the steeple guy on before, but this guy seemed like much more into
He's
it.
doing it. Yeah. He's not just like a partnership guy. He's doing the whole aspect of it.
Right, which I like. And if you listen to our show ever, you know Michelle loves steeplechase more than than flat racing. So
I love steeplechase.
yeah, that was really fun, Michelle. We should definitely work to get someone Breeders' Cup wise in the next week, and then we'll have our draft the week after with Mike and Jay and Gabby and you. And it's kind of like, I feel like we're at the calm before the storm, right?
Yeah.
Like
yeah. This
pre-entries.
2 week.
Yeah, like pre-entries Monday. Next Wednesday will be a big day because they'll announce the fields. Then then the pre-entry fields, and then obviously the draw next weekend. And then you'll be down in Del Mar the whole time.
So I go to Del Mar like the Tuesday before Breeders' Cup.
Okay,
is when I go.
Why do you look so serious right now?
Oh, I don't know.
What's the rest of your day look like at Wolf Creek
today at Great Wolf Lodge?
Yeah.
Well, the water park opens at 10. So Zoe's doing something with the kids till 10. And then once 10 o'clock rolls around, we ride on all this. We did 4.5 hours in the water park yesterday. So we'll probably do
pruned. Don't you get like pruny fingers? No.
Not really.
Are there like big slides?
Great Wolf Lodge, there's no like weights. I mean, you wait like 5 minutes for something. So really you just climb 68 flights of stairs, ride the ride, and then go down and then ride the next ride.
Sounds exhausting.
It is. It's at the end, you're like, okay, it's time to go home.
Is the water kind of gross or?
I mean, if you think about it, yeah, there's a bunch of people in the water, but I mean, not grosser than any other water park, right? I mean, the hotels were definitely. If we weren't here for Great Wolf Lodge and I walked into this hotel, I would literally turn around and go somewhere else.
And how is it? You and your 2 kids in one room, or everybody in one room?
And Zoe, yeah. So they have this like here. I'll show you. They have a wolf den, is what it's called. So I slept here, and Zoe slept on the pullout.
Okay.
And then they have like this little wolf den area with the bunk beds.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
So like the kids have their little bunks, and it's got like all kinds of little wolfy decor.
Do they call her Auntie Zoe? Like Zoe doesn't have kids.
No, they just call her Zoe.
All right.
She is Spencer's godmother.
Really?
Yes.
Who's the godfather?
Don't have one.
No
It's just
godfather.
Zoe. It's just Zoe.
Right.
Zoe's single. That's the way it is.
Yeah, poor Zoe. All right. Special thanks to
2 things real quick.
Yeah.
Torpedo Anna retired.
Yeah, saw that. And they're selling a piece of her at the
20% of
Keeneland
her.
sale.
Yeah, 20%.
How much is that going to be? How much is she worth, Michelle?
I don't know. I am not a good brood bear evaluation person.
It's got to be like at least 5 million.
What's her pedigree?
I don't know. It's got to be 5 million at least, I would say.
Past Anna, maybe. Yeah, I mean, maybe somewhere around that because she's a good hard knocker. I feel like it's disappointing off of one bad race, but
what do you mean good hard knocker? She was like generational. I mean, the way she won the Oaks and the Breeders' Cup that year was.
I mean,
incredible.
Like durability because she lasted at her top tier over multiple seasons is what I mean.
Okay.
Right. So I mean, when you're looking at her from a breeding standpoint, she's not a fancy bred horse, but she was durable. So there's something to take into consideration there. Yeah, I mean, 5 million sounds like a good number.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be an easy no-brainer for someone to give
put up $1 million. Yeah.
And then what was the other thing? Oh, did you see the new condition book with the handicap ratings?
Oh, I spent all yesterday afternoon talking about this. You know, listen, here's my take on this. Okay. We'll go soapbox for a second. I'm all for new ideas. First of all, number one. So it's fine. You want to try this thing. But I don't like the way it was rolled out where none of us know anything about it. Like, I wish there would have been a better, I mean, they put that video online, which I think is fine, but like there's so many other things that these races affect. Do they affect conditions? Like, do they, like, what are the rules? Where do these numbers come from? I try to do a little research, and I looked, obviously I can look at our horses and see how like they stack up. I thought some of the numbers were very
Oh,
strange.
did we get a list of ratings?
Yes.
Where did that
Yes.
come to?
It's on that text that they sent out.
The Senator Race Office text?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can go in, but you couldn't, the trainer sort was all wrong. There were duplicate horses. I just find it interesting. Like, I mean, the easy example is the highest rated horse in Southern California is Lovesick Blues.
Because he won a grade 1 and then
I don't know. I have to go look, but like, I don't know how totally accurate that is. I don't know how it almost seems like they need to be doing it divisionally rather than the kind of overall, separate girls and boys. Excuse me, separate dirt from turf, long from short. I don't know. I don't know how they got this overall number.
It's an algorithm, right?
Yeah, and I need to look a little for look, we just found out about this yesterday, so I have not done my homework. I've had a lot of people ask me about it, and I will say the same thing from a 10,000-foot view or 30,000-foot view. Yeah, sure, we'll try it. Let's do it. If this is the way we're going, is this to kind of eliminate claiming races? Is that where this is kind of heading? Are we going to auction races?
It just kind of stinks for the hard conditions, non-2, non-3, right? To have to go to a handicap, because then you could be always facing horses that are now.
Correct.
If you can get through your non-2, non-3, and then you can move into a handicap rating, I feel like that would be a little bit more fair, because then we're talking basically we're eliminating open claiming company, or in addition to open claiming company, maybe a horse you want to keep, whatever. But
right, but there's a lot of skeptics. There's a lot of things that we need to go over to make sure we're doing it the right way. And that's, listen, new ideas are great. Let's have a new idea. Let's try things. I'm all for it. As long as it's a level playing field and everybody understands what we're getting into. I think that's my point.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Are we done?
I think so.
Was there anything you need to talk about?
No, because I can't open my computer to know. I can't open more screens to know what's going on at Santa Anita this weekend.
Halloween. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week with the Breeders' Cup hopeful. Thank you very much for listening. We appreciate all the kind words, and have a great whatever this is weekend.